guys.
It's going.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'll go through a few more housekeeping items here once we finish with BU. But I think, Frank, you want to take a picture? Okay, come on in. Guys, this is Marvin the Martian. He's the media mascot. He was born in '99, in case you're wondering who he is. Just wanted to introduce you. And I think we'll just start. Coach Pandolfo, here we are, Tampa. Congratulations to you guys. Maybe some opening thoughts on the journey in and how things are going.
Yeah, well, we're excited to be here. It's been a long journey, but it's been a fun one. I'm really proud of this group, proud of these guys right here. They came back to BU as seniors for a reason. This is one of their goals, and they've done a tremendous job this year leading our group. Really happy for them, really happy for the whole group. So we're excited. It's a great spot. Tampa's a great spot to have a Frozen Four. It's hot. It's great to be here. Anytime you're still playing hockey when the weather's hot, you're doing pretty well.
Domenick, what's happening? How was the trip in?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Nice charter plane in, and good greet from the little kids and the fans. So it was pretty cool. The red carpet was out there, so it was fun. It was awesome. I know the guys loved it on our team, so we definitely enjoyed it.
Jay, what's the top moment so far? What do you got?
The top moment? I would say just as Dom said, kind of walking off that plane and seeing the little band there and all the little kids and the parents. It's pretty cool. Not many people are able to experience that, and just really fortunate to be here.
All right, awesome. Let's take your questions. We'll use the mic right here in the row, Jimmy.
Thank you. Jim Conley from US College Hockey Online. For Dom and Jay, can you go back to the summer when you decided you were coming back for your senior year, and what were the conversations like among the players among that senior class?
Jay, let's start with you.
Yeah, obviously we got knocked out in the Hockey East tournament to UConn last year, and we had a lot of juniors on that team who are now seniors, and a couple of us, I know me and Dom, kind of sat down and kind of looked at each other, and we're just like, we're not ready to leave this program. We're not ready to leave this university. Our teammates, the staff, we just felt like we had a lot of unfinished business left to do at Boston University. So yeah, there were some conversations, and like Pando said, like, come back to BU for these moments, to be in the Frozen Four and to be one of the top schools left in the country. And as I said earlier, I'm just really proud and honored to be a Terrier and to be here. And I wouldn't change my decision for anything. Like I said, I just love this place, and just a big reason why I stayed. And I know Dom would say the same thing.
And Dom, why don't you say the same thing?
Yeah, it kind of stole a spotlight. But look at my time over at BU, and last year we won a bean pop, but obviously that's not the goal when you come to BU. You want to raise as many banners and raise as many trophies as you can. But like Jay said, it's kind of a lot of unfinished business. We wanted to be remembered here. We want to leave a legacy. We wanted to be a part of the history. Like Coach Pando, he came here, won a national championship. His teammates probably still talk to each other today, just how special it is, the bond they have together. So that's kind of what I wanted to come back and do. So we've done a great job so far, and we got 2 more wins to do it.
All right, what else? Right here in the front row. Sue.
Belle Fraser, Boston Hockey Blog. Coach, Zabs and Scoob both on the ice for practice. What's their availability for this weekend?
Zabane practiced the last 2 days on a line. He's close, so I would not be surprised if he's in the lineup. Skoog's still a question mark. It'll be a game time decision on him.
Okay, in the back here, Julie.
Julie Robenheimer, NHL Network Radio. For Dom and Jay, I'm curious what you can tell us about your coach and the kind of, we'll say, energy that he brings to you guys, or how he's helped you find success this year.
Dom.
Coach Pando's been awesome. He's a fresh breath air. He comes in every day, works hard, so dedicated to this program. Works out at 7 a.m. every day. Always on the 6. Sorry. I didn't even know that. But he's awesome. So dedicated to us and wants to get us better, and that's what you look for in a coach. He's been awesome this year.
Jay?
Yeah, just to build off that, Obviously, Pando was an assistant with us last year, so we got to know him pretty well, and you kind of obviously know all about the success that he's had at every single level. But then as you get to know him, you kind of realize what kind of person he is and how much he cares not only about his players but his staff and the program and everybody surrounding BU. I couldn't think of a better person to lead us, and our success this year is, a lot of it I would say is due to him and leading us. And our, me and Dom's role as captains is just try to follow suit and do what we can. But just his passion and work ethic and just love for the game is rubbed off on all of us.
How many of you were working on at 6 a.m. this morning with Coach Pando? Anybody out here? I didn't think so, Coach. I knew you'd be alone in that. Jess, right here in front. Sue.
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. For either of the players, by now you've looked at some video. What's your scouting report on Minnesota? What do they do that worries you, and what do you do that's going to have to worry them?
Dom.
Obviously they have a lot of talent over there. They have a great first line. It's kind of our job just kind of take away time and space for those guys, and kind of disrupt them any way we can. But honestly, it's just kind of how we play. Puck management's going to be a big thing against them. Making sure we're making good decisions with the puck and not throwing it away and holding on to them down low. We have a lot of creative forwards as well, so it's going to be their job to kind of hold on to pucks and make plays down low. So.
Good, Jess, or you want Jay to chime in there?
You pretty much covered it all. I think in these types of games, you got to keep it simple, especially early, and get pucks behind them and kind of go to work. And I think especially in these games, just staying even keel throughout the whole game. It's going to be a loud atmosphere, and we're fortunate enough to have played in a couple of those big venues this year, which I think will hopefully help us. But I think staying even keel throughout the game is kind of a big thing going into it.
Over here on the right.
Hey, Matt Baker with the Tampa Bay Times. Coach, we've heard a lot in football and basketball how big NIL has become. How, if at all, has NIL affected your job and your path here?
Up to this point, it hasn't affected BU too much. I'm sure it's going to keep growing, but at this point right now, it hasn't been a big factor for us.
Okay, over here, we gotta get a little feedback, guys, going back there. I don't know what's going on. We can take care of that. Thank you.
This is for either of the players, Chris Lurch, U.S. College Hockey Online. How does your senior experience help you against maybe a younger Minnesota team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have, whatever it is, 10, 12 seniors who have, I think have been through a lot with this program, some ups and some downs, and I think we've handled ourselves very well, and this is our last crack at it. This is our last go at winning anything in college hockey, and a national championship is just an incredible way to hopefully go out. But yeah, obviously we got a lot of guys who don't wear letters who are just as big of leaders as myself and Dom. So I think we all bring our own aspect, our own way of leading this team, and our senior class has stepped up greatly this year, and will continue to do so.
Bernie.
Bernie Corbett, Hockey on Campus, Sirius XM, NHL Radio, and still a correspondent for Men's Health Magazine. Question for Jay. Jay, you had success in not one but two national semifinals against the Gophers, one in their backyard in St. Paul in '94, the other one on the way to the national championship in '95 in Providence. What do you recall about those two? One thing I recall is you were injured down the stretch in '95 and came back from an injury to play.
Yeah, the '95 one, I had a bunch of injuries that year, and I had a hand injury in the bean pot and was able to come back for I think the final 3 NCAA games. So it was, at this level, there's only so many games, so many opportunities, so guys are going to do whatever they can to play, and that's what Nick Zavanay and Wilmer Skoog are doing right now. So give them a lot of credit. You don't get these opportunities very often, so it's great to see that they're doing everything they can. It means a lot. I think these guys are understanding it. Like, you get to this point, it's hard to get here, but it's even harder to win. So you want to enjoy the moment and just leave it out there and do whatever you can for the team, and that's what these guys have done all year.
And beating the Gophers in their backyard in '94, that was pretty big. Same
Yeah, I mean, I know the rivalry in the 70s was, talked about a lot. I know we played them in '94, '95. I don't remember it being as big a rivalry then, just because we didn't see them other than, that one game. And I think back then they played on a little bit more of a regular basis. So, yeah, it's always fun to beat a big program like Minnesota. So hopefully we can have the same result tomorrow.
Great to have Men's Health here. Jimmy?
Jim Conley from USCHO. Jay, as much as they talked about coming back, as a first-year head coach, how much were you able to rely on your seniors, and maybe especially at that time around the Bean Pot when things weren't going swimmingly?
Yeah, I've relied on these guys a lot. They've made my job easy. I talk to them a lot. The Bean Pot stretch, I think we went into that, thinking we were going to defend it, and I don't know if we thought it was going to be easy, but when we lost, we got down as a group, I felt, and then, we were on a roll going into it. As a coach, I might have started letting some things slip because we were doing so well, and then some stuff started bubbling up, and these guys, they came to me, we talked. I have an open door policy for these guys. They come in and talk about anything that's on their mind, and they come in and address some things with me, and we sat down and talked about it. We met as a group. So for these guys to be that mature and be able to come in and talk to me and address some things, I think it helped us, and I think it's a big reason why we're here right now. These guys are mature enough to figure that out, so I give them a lot of credit, and I have all year long. It's made my job really easy as a first-year head coach to have this type of support from our leadership group. You're not always going to have that, so it's been great.
Over here to your right, guys. Nolan, right here.
Nolan Bianchi, Detroit News. Question for Jay and Dom. I'm just curious, how would you describe the Hutson brothers, who they are on and off the ice, and just the immediate impact they've been able to kind of bring to this program?
Jay?
Yeah, no, obviously their play speaks for itself. I actually got to know Quinn a little bit when I was in Penticton. He was I guess touring, and he was looking for a spot to land in junior, so I took him out to dinner and went to a game with him. I was actually hurt, so took him out to dinner and watched the Penticton game with him, so I got to know him a little bit. Didn't know much about Lane. I heard he was a quiet, shy kid, which he still is, still waiting for him to open up a little bit. But yeah, no, they're great kids, great hockey players. Yeah, we're very, very lucky to have them.
Tom?
Yeah, I think those guys, they love the game so much. They come to the rink every day with a good attitude, wanting to work and compete, and that's kind of what we were trying to build this year. And those are two great guys that kind of play into what we wanted to do. And yeah, Quinn can score goals, so that's a big thing for us. And Lane's one of the smartest guys on the ice every time he's out there. So they've been awesome for us, and hopefully they can keep it going here for the next 2 games.
In the back, Adam.
Adam Woden, College Hockey News for Jay O'Brien. You were on that Providence team in '19 that made the Frozen Four. You didn't get to play. So you can talk about your personal journey of maybe a little redemption here, getting to play finally in the Frozen Four, and what that journey's been like.
Yeah. Obviously, it's been quite the journey. I wouldn't have, I guess, drawn this one up, but I'm so happy that it happened, and I'm truly blessed to be in this position again and to be able to play. Obviously, I was injured in that Frozen Four, and it was tough to watch from up top. But yeah, no, that's just really fortunate to be in this position, to be with this incredible group of guys, great coaching staff. It's just it's just an honor to be here, and I'm just really excited, going to make the most of it.
Sue, right back behind you.
Joey Johnston from the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. Question for Coach. This area has a really rabid following for the NHL team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Some of the locals may not be as familiar with college hockey. Could you, and I know there's a huge following for the people that love college hockey, could you just describe that following and what it is about college hockey that keeps people coming and the popularity of the sport, not only for your program, but overall?
Yeah, I just think it's a great product. I think if you look at a lot of the college hockey teams, they have a number of players that are drafted that have aspirations to play in the National Hockey League, and I also think some of the places where the colleges are, there's not a lot of other pro sports. So they love their programs, and a lot of these people have loved the programs for a long time. I know there's people that just go to the national championship wherever it is every single year. So I think that's a big part of it. I think Tampa does a tremendous job. I came down in 2016. I was doing player development for Boston at the time. Came down to watch Dan Heinen at Denver, and I was shocked how great a job they did and how excited people were here to watch college hockey. It was a lot of fun, and I think it's going to be a similar environment this year. So it's great to see, and it's great to see in a warm weather place like Tampa. Obviously, the success they've had in the National Hockey League with the Stanley Cups and how great an organization they've been for the last 20 years now. It's been a lot of fun. It just keeps growing the game.
One quick introduction, media, I want to make Phil come up, just so we put a name with a face. Phil Pierce, for those of you who don't know, Phil is the media coordinator for this championship. So any problems you have, he's the one to see.
After you talk to Fish.
Randy, right here in front.
Yeah, Randy Johnson, Minneapolis Star-Tribune. Let's read through the players. You're on a 9-game winning streak. What's been the key to that, and what type of confidence does that bring to you?
Dom?
Yeah, I think throughout those 9 games, we've kind of seen guys buy into their roles, and after like the Beanpot stretch, we were losing games, and we kind of came together as a team and said we got to buy into each other's roles. And obviously we have a guy like Dylan Peterson who's a really skilled player, could be on a power play anywhere else, but he's really bought into his role, and him and Nick Zabane have kind of formed a little connection there. So those are the guys. That's how you win championships. You rely on like your depth and your role players. A guy like Sam Stevens, Jamie Armstrong, Devin Kaplan, that line's been unbelievable for us down the stretch, and it's really coming together now. So hopefully, 2 more games here.
Jay?
Yeah, honestly, that's exactly what I was going to say. I think we're very fortunate to have a lot of depth on this team, and it's kind of been a different guy every weekend, or a different couple guys every weekend, which has been great to see. And like Dom said, guys know their role. They've bought into their roles, and I think just everything's kind of clicking for us right now on the ice, off the ice. The guys just love being around each other. Even at dinner last night, just laughing the whole time. And we just the first thing that comes to mind for me is just how special this group is off the ice, which just leads to success on the ice. That's kind of been the biggest thing for me.
Okay. Back in the back here.
Andrew Mahoney, Boston Globe, for Dom and Jay. At the selection show announcement, you guys were pretty subdued. Does that just sort of speak to, that there was unfinished business, that it wasn't just the goal to get into the tournament, that you guys still had more to prove?
Jay?
Yeah, obviously, like you said, it's great to make the tournament, but I kind of think to my sophomore year, me and Dom's sophomore year here, we made the tournament, lost in the first game. So, we were obviously very happy to make the tournament, but like you said, it's just one step closer in the right direction to where we want to be, and just took it game by game there in the regional, and that's what we're going to do here.
Dom?
Yeah, I think for our group, we're never really satisfied, so we always want more. We always want to get better. I think it starts in practice. We always compete with each other and kind of push each other to become better, and I think that kind of leads to the game. And like in the regionals there, like we wanted more. Like we had a good game versus Western, but then we knew we had a tough test versus Cornell, so we knew it was going to be tough. We knew it was going to be a battle, and especially into these games, we're never satisfied. We want more. This is why you come to be able to win national championships. So that's what we're going to do here.
Back to Adam, and we'll go to Nolan here in the front.
Adam Woden, College Hockey News. Coach, if you compare last week's Cornell win to the game you guys played in January even, it just seemed like, and even to some of the hockey's tournament games, the way that your defense played sort of just flawlessly, getting pucks in and out. Did something click recently with that? Any difference in the way you were coaching them to play? And more importantly, I guess, how do you sustain that this weekend?
Yeah, I think, for the most part over the course of the year, I think we've been a pretty good defensive team. I thought during that stretch where we weren't playing well, we got away from that. We weren't playing desperate hockey enough, and I think that's a big part of having good defense is playing desperate. I thought seeing Cornell back in January when we played them the first time really helped us because it was a tremendous hockey game, but they took it to us quite a bit during that game, and we knew that we were going to have to play better defensively to match that. So, like, to our guys' credit, like we go over some stuff that we need to get better at, and these guys all year long have taken what we've talked about, and they've gone out there and done it, and that's what their mindset has been the last. It's been probably a month or so now where we're just kind of playing the right way and playing to our identity, and you know it's resulting in wins, and we're certainly going to need more of that with the team we're playing tomorrow. I don't know if there's a better offensive team in all of college hockey, so you know we have to make sure we're sticking to our structure, and what Dom talked about earlier, the puck management piece is huge against this team. But I think it's just the buy-in from the players, understanding that we're not going to outscore teams every single night. We have to play defense as well.
Okay, right here.
Nolan Bianchi, Detroit News. Question for Coach. What kind of role has Ty Gallagher played in your guys' season, and how have you just seen him grow as a leader in his second season here?
Yeah, Ty's a mature player. He's him and Dom have been partners now for pretty much 2 years, so I think they have a chemistry together. They kind of know where each other's are all the time. Dom likes to get up ice, so Gally knows that, so he'll stay back when it's his turn to stay back. But he's a competitive kid. He's a mature kid. He's a leader in our group as a sophomore. Yeah, he just keeps getting better every week.
Julie in the back there.
Julie Robenheimer, NHL Network Radio. Coach, this question's for you, but I would also love the players' perspective on this. What is it about Lane Hutson that makes him so special and allows him to do the things that he does?
I don't know if I can pinpoint one thing. I think his hockey sense is it's off the charts. I think he's thinks 2 or 3 steps ahead of the guys he's playing against. I think his competitiveness is also something that's off the charts. Like he's one of the most competitive guys I've been around. Wants to get better every single day. I think all these little things that he does just separates him. He wants to win too. I think that's one of the most important things. Is he's obviously accomplished a ton this year as a freshman, one of the best freshman seasons ever for a defenseman. But he's more into winning than he is about the individual accomplishments. I think that's what's special about him as well. The kid's a winner. So.
Oh, guys, anybody want to chime in on Sneaky?
Yeah. Yeah. He's awesome. He's my roommate, so we like to mess around and have some fun, and he's a great guy. I think he's a great player, but he's even a better kid. Comes to the rink every day, wants to work, wants to get better, pushes his teammates. Like that's all you can ask for in a teammate. So he's been awesome.
Any good stories, Jay? Any good stories at all you can share?
I don't know. He likes to go on the ice a little late at night sometimes. By himself, maybe with someone else. I don't know. I think he's got the 24 access card to the rink. Can't get my hands on one of those, but yeah, that's all I got.
Not bad, I'd say. What do you guys think? All right. Julie, you just asked a question.
I know, but I got another one.
Oh, okay, Julie.
Julie Robenheimer, NHL Network Radio. Again, interested in all perspectives here. This 2-week or week and a half between the games, it seems in some respects like an eternity, and in other respects it seems like you blinked and it was gone. How have you guys used, these past 10 days to prepare yourself for this opportunity?
Coach Pandolfo, was it like that when you were in 4 straight Frozen Fours? I don't remember. Did you have that much time?
Bernie would know better than I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to harken. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah,
I don't remember. But
so, how do you like the break?
I liked it for our team right now because of some injuries we've had. So it gave us a chance to get healthy. It gave us a chance to get some rest. We've had guys, because of the injuries, play heavy minutes for us, not only in the Hockey East Championship, but in the regionals. So I think for us, it's been good to get our guys a little bit of rest going into Tampa. I think we're on a roll too, so sometimes you want to kind of keep going, but I do think it benefits us with the rest we've had, and gives us time to prepare too for a really good team we're playing.
Anything on that, Tom?
Yeah, I think Coach pretty much hit it out in the head there, but just a lot of rest for us, and some guys are obviously a little banged up, but obviously every team is, so it's probably going to benefit them as well. So, we just got to clear our minds a little bit and kind of get back to work here.
What about fine-tuning the aspects of your game?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, we've definitely been able to do that as well. I think we've done a good job of watching some video as we do every week, and versus every opponent that we're going to play, obviously, kind of look into some of their tendencies throughout their game and work on a couple things and combine that with rest. I think it's a good recipe for us.
All right, well, so you got the whole day ahead. I imagine a little beach time's in order here before the game tomorrow, Coach, or what's on the agenda for
I
today?
hope they're not on the beach. Maybe just a nap and then dinner.
Nap and dinner.
Go from there.
All right, one more over here, Joshina. Here in the front.
Shaw, College Hockey News. So Jay and Dom, I was told that you guys are in charge of the locker room playlist. Is it different than the one you've had for the rest of the year, and how did you come up with it?
We kind of just switch off. I'm more of a country guy. I like to chill vibes. And Jay kind of takes the pregame rap and hip hop, and I don't know.
Why are you saying like it's a bad thing?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm a chill vibe guy. What do you think about it?
No, I think this morning Dom was down by the country going. A little slow for me sometimes. He knows that.
Everyone's different.
No, we I don't know, whoever's feeling it, we just kind of grab it and go from there. Sometimes we'll take some suggestions and that sort of thing. But yeah, just try to get the boys going or keep the boys relaxed, whatever the kind of mood is.
Luke Combs, Luke Bryan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm a huge Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen guy. Pretty much anything, honestly. I love country.
Chesney, if you're in Florida.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Playlist, I like it. Coach, what's on your playlist?
I went to Bruce Springsteen concert a couple weeks ago, so I'm a big Boss fan. Big Boss fan. Yeah.
That's a good show.
Yeah. Excellent.
Anybody else going to Bruce? Oh yeah, Mick. All right. Whose phone just went off there? That's our first fine. I think that's our mic holder. Was it Molesky? Huh?
I was not. I have two devices. Neither one is in the
We fine people if their phone goes off. It goes to charity.
I like that.
All right. I think it was our esteemed mic holder. He's turning 8 shades of red back there. All right, Bernie.
Last time, I can tell you, last time BU was here, Eichel picked the music. I'll tell you that.
Last time BU was here, Eichel picked the music. Okay, thank you for that history. From Men's Health, Bernie Corbett. All right, I think we're good. Kevin Edelson, everybody knows, right here, BUSID. If you don't know him, now you know. Put a name with a face so you can connect with him on direct request. Thank you guys very much. Best of luck tomorrow. 5:02 face-off, National Semifinal number 1. We will have next up 1:30. Minnesota will be here 1:30.